Good morning, everyone. So today, I, Tushar Agarwal, your informatic practices teacher, is here with the unit that is your unit number 3, Introduction to Computer Networks. Friends, this has been introduced newly into your syllabus. In computer network, first we have to understand what is a network. So let me show you. These are the some typical things which are related to your network topology, data, computer, router, wireless, security, interface, information, nodes, traffic, architecture, connection, communication, devices, protocols, switch, cables. There are so many things which we have heard of in terms of a network. Now, what are the various components of a network? First, cables and connectors through which we can connect. Then there are routers, modems, switches, hubs, and NIC, that is National Interface Card. Now, friends, what we think of networking? What are the advantages of networking? Look, in this picture I have shown you that a person is sitting at a place and looking at them, interacting with the various people, and can check what they are doing and what they are not doing. So let us understand what do you mean by the term computer network. Now, computer network can be suggested as a collection of computing devices that are connected in different ways in order to communicate and share resources. Now, there are two things come here. First one is communicate and share resources. Friends, I want to give an example of sharing the resources here. Now, if you have 20 computers, you have to implement 20 PCs. Now, first we should understand what is a computer network. Now, as I discussed, computer network can be considered as a collection of computing devices that are connected in various ways. Usually, the connections between computers in a network are made using physical wires or cables, as we have seen at your labs, at your schools. However, some connections are wireless, such as your infrared, your radio waves, your Wi-Fi's. So now let me again tell you in another language, a computer network is a set of nodes like computers and networking devices that are connected through communication for the purpose of sharing the resources and communication among the users. Now there's a term called nodes. Individual computer or connecting devices are known as nodes. Now, what are the basic benefits of computer network? It facilitates communication through email, video conferencing, instant messaging, or any other mode. Like if I will take today's scenario, due to lockdown, we are not able to join schools. So we are studying over internet through these videos, and I am uploading on the videos, and you are getting the videos everywhere. So it is one of the methods that we have. The second method which we can say is share hardware devices like printer or scanner. I was stuck in an example called printer because printers are shared. Now, if you have 20 computers, you need to bring them network. Then you need to bring 20 printers. No, you need to have just 1 or 2 printers installed on the network. You will give command and your answer will be there. So 20 machines can go through one and only one printer, and that will serve the purpose of all. Enable file sharing. Now, file sharing means that we can see the data of like 20 computers are there. We can access data from any PC, any files can be shared. This thing can be done at any time. Share software or operating systems, right? We can share various softwares and operating systems, share information, we can share different information. Now, next is disadvantages of computer network: lack of robustness, security issue, cost of a network. These are 3 things which I want to discuss: lack of robustness, security issue, cost of network. Now, first, let me get to the cost of network. What is the cost of network? Might be big in some cases where we are dealing with the school, colleges, etc. Security issue, there are so many hackers today which can breach the security of a network. Robustness means quality, whether it will be good or bad, that depends upon the speed of the network, the quality of the network that we have. Now, the evolution of networking, how it has evoluted, means how it has been in the scenario. First, it is ARPANET. ARPANET is developed in US, that is known as Advanced Research Project Agency Network. In 1969, the US government formed an agency named ARPANET to connect computers at various universities and defense agencies. Friends, let me tell you about ARPANET network, why it is formed. It is formed from the defense services, as they have placed their soldiers far off. So the main objective of ARPANET was to develop a network that could connect various agencies, various universities, and could be efficiently in when nuclear attacks are there. Then there comes internet connection. Interconnection. Now, inter means within the whole of the area. The internet is a worldwide network of computer network. It is owned by anybody. The internet has evolved from the ARPANET. It is the successor of ARPANET. The internet is a globally connected network system that utilizes TCP/ICP to transmit information. Now, today internet is used all over. We are also studying in this lockdown from internet, online movies, gaming, data transfer, internet forms social networking, online shopping, financial services, e-commerce, e-business, e-learning. These are the three main aspects I want to throw some light. You can study at home, you can study at any place, but you have internet access. You can shop online by sitting at your home. You can have look at the various brands. Now, next is Interspace. This might be a new thing you have not studied. It is a client-server software that allows multiple users to communicate online with real-time audio, video, or text chat. For example, we can say an online test is called an Interspace, that we have provided a client-server information. A software program that is time-based and real-time, it has to be completed, otherwise it will be cancelled. Now, I will throw a light on some data communication terminologies. Communication channel means the channel through which we are communicating, or it is known as transmission media. A communication channel is either a physical transmission medium such as a wire, or a logical transmission medium over a multiplexed medium. Means it can be through a physical wire, or it can be wireless, such as radio communication and telecommunication and computer networking. Now, friends, always you used to term that the bandwidth is not exceptional, bandwidth is not that. Now, what is a bandwidth? The amount of data that can be transferred from one point to another point. It is a measure of range of frequencies. Now, frequencies a transmitted signal occupies. It means bandwidth is the measure of range, means from that point to that point, how much frequency is required to transmit a signal. In digital systems, bandwidth is the data speed in bits per second. What is bandwidth? Bandwidth is the data bits per second. In analog system, bandwidth is measured in terms of difference between highest frequency signal and the lowest one. Highest minus lowest. Now, the bandwidth is expressed in hertz. Its SI unit is hertz, kilohertz, megahertz. The hertz is derived unit of frequency in international system of units, SI, and is defined as 1 cycle per second. It is named after Heinrich Rudolf Hertz, who discovered a frequency. Hertz are commonly expressed in multiples like kilohertz, megahertz, gigahertz. Okay, now DTR, data transfer rate, always we say, हमारा इतना MB per second है, इतना KB per second. Now what it is KB per second or MB per second? It is data transfer rate. Now data transfer is the amount of data in digital form that is moved from one place to another in a given time or allotted time on the network. Now there are various things like BPS, bits per second, kilobits per second, megabits per second, gigabits per second, terabits per second. Now, what is byte? Byte is equal to 8 bits. Now it is bytes per second, kilobytes per second, megabytes per second, gigabytes per second, terabytes per second. Now let me just come through various transmission media which we are having. Now, wired networks. Wired networks are also known as Ethernet networks. A wired network is simply a collection of two or more computer, printers or hardwares or other devices linked by cables or a form of wired media. Ethernet is the fastest wired protocol we have. It can have a speed of up to 10 megabytes per second to 100 megabytes per second. Computer must have an Ethernet adapter. So here is a small table. Now which cable we can use for signal form? We can use electricity, twisted pair electricity like this. Cost, twisted pair is least, moderate and high. Speed, low, moderate and high. Ease of use, easy to install, professional install. Now friends, there are three types of cables that we are studying. First one is twisted pair, coaxial cable and fiber optics cable, right? Fiber optics are very costly as they can transmit at a rate of greater than 100 Gbps. Coaxial cables 100 Mbps and this around 10 Mbps to 10 Bps, right? So there are certain examples. This is the differences. Now you have to write down those differences in the form of a table in your notebook. Now, what are wireless networks? Wireless networks use high frequency radio waves rather than wires to communicate. Wireless allows users for devices to be shared without networking. Cable means there is no need of physical cable to be connected to a device for sharing. Only we need is, what we need? We need is the Wi-Fi or the radio wave signals. Now next is infrared transmissions, short range communication. Infrared waves can travel from a few centimeters to few meters. Line of sight, infrared uses point-to-point communication. Both transfer and receiver should be placed. Friends, before coming of the Bluetooth technology, infrared is there, but it has a very less bandwidth or connecting range. Now radio wave transmissions are act as long range communication. Radio waves can discover distances ranging from a few meters up to covering an entire city. It is omnidirectional. Radio waves are propagated in all directions, therefore sending and receiving antennas do not have to be aligned. So microwave radio, all these are you are just learning in your physics also, a form of radio transmission to point rather than a broadcast transmission system. Each antenna must be within the line sight of next antenna frequency bands. Now satellite communication, friends, is very important. We are running our GPS system on satellite. We said it is connected to satellite. So there are two things, uplink and downlink. Now uplink means why we are uploading, and downlink is when we are downloading. It provides worldwide coverage independent to population density. Satellite communication system offers satellite phones, GPS, that is global positioning and navigation systems, that is your maps that you are searching. It is connected to satellite, broadcasting and internet, mobile, TV, etc. It supports very long range communication with line sight. It cannot penetrate solid objects. It is very expensive. Now leave this. Okay. Now what are computer hardware devices? Hardware devices which are used to connect computer, printer or other devices are known as hardware devices of network devices. These devices transfer data in a fast, secure and correct way. Some devices are installed on the computer like your LAN card or NIC card. RJ45 connector might be, you have seen a white color jack on the LAN cable, that is RJ45 connector, whereas some parts of the network are like router and switches. So now let me discuss about microwave link versus optical fiber. Now friends, as I told you, optical fiber is the expensive one which is used for high data rate transmission, more than 100 Gbps. So from that you can think that what optical fibers are doing in future. The technology is dependent on optical fiber. Now let me throw some light on the difference between microwave link and the optical fiber. Now microwave, which is known as radio links, have been used by many companies for decades. Most of the cellular companies, your mobile companies, use microwave to connect their cell towers to their backhaul networks, right? Means देखिए microwave technology use होती है आपके phones के अंदर. For mobile operators, a reason using is not the speed. It is used to connect their remote suites even in the rural area, because microwave is faster and cheaper deployment. When more capacity or bandwidth is required, it means the fiber becomes more economical. Almost cost of the fiber deployment is laboring cost. Digging a trench and laying the fiber is खोदना पड़ता है और दबाना पड़ता है. Getting the required permissions from the landowners. There are so many formalities from the government, geographical things we have to see. So This is all from my side.